Greetings and welcome, friends. Today, we're going to talk about my top 3 sports card investment picks right now. The first guy we're going to talk about is on the Portland Trail Blazers, and he's one of the big 3, although I don't really know why we can, like CJ McCollum, maybe just trade him, maybe just like grab somebody else, like a different player or something, I don't know. Anyway, his name is Jusuf Nurkic, and he's been out for a year with a broken leg, but he averages a double-double, and he's really like basically Damian Lillard's counterpart in what they have going on over there in Portland. And the dude is a beast, and he's also a young player. Like, yes, he was injured. Everybody forgot about him. His cards weren't really doing anything. Still, have started to, which we will take a look at in a few minutes here. But, yeah, that's the first pick I got for you guys. Yeah, Jusuf Nurkic. Got some PSA 10s, huh? Well, 2 PSA 10s and a PSA 9. I started picking this guy up a few weeks ago as soon as I was doing a bunch of research, and when I heard that this dude was coming back, I was like, man, that is going to be a good pickup, because if they do somehow make the 8th seed, then he is going to be a huge part of playing in the playoffs. And the thing I like about Jusuf Nurkic, and why I don't mind investing in some of his cards as a bit of a gamble, is because he's a young player too. He's not as young as some of the other guys. He's not just some fresh, crispy high school kid, he makes as much as he's making $8. Hold on a second. By the way, did you guys see that thing on Twitter where they showed like the budgeting for the high school kids, or they were working at McDonald's, and they're like, if you don't have any heat and you work 2 jobs, you can survive on $8.25 an hour. That's why that reminded me. I don't even know why I said that. My brain just like literally. But anyway, we're here to talk about Jusuf, man. So that's weird. Jusuf Nurkic. This is the guy you want to pick up. 2014 Prism. You can get these on eBay right now for about $10 or $11. I was picking them up for about $3. I ended up with about 30 of them, and I got 2 PSA 10s from ComC for $40 a piece. And I got this red, white, and blue Prism PSA 9 for $20 from ComC. So I didn't really think that was too bad of a deal. And the fact that he's a young player, Portland can definitely go deep into the playoffs. If not this year, then they'll definitely be in there next year. So I think you can short Nurkic and flip him at the playoffs, and I think you can long Nurkic and save some of them and just hold him for next season and beyond, because he probably has another good 10 years in the league if he can stay healthy, which is obviously a big issue for bigs in general, which is why people don't invest in them as often. Anthony Davis is definitely one of those exceptions to the rule, where everybody's all over Anthony Davis anyway. Super popular dude, but from playing a lot of fantasy basketball, I can't tell you how many nights we've just had hundreds of lineups in DraftKings or FanDuel, and here comes Anthony Davis jumping into the bleachers and breaking his leg. I mean, the dude was just constantly injured. Oh, Anthony Davis can't make it work again. Oh, he's broken, slipped his leg, fucking tripped over a bottle of Gatorade. The bigs, you got to be careful because they can get injured. But Jusuf Nurkic is young. He's on a good team with a star player like Damian Lillard, who is now emerging in popularity. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but from my last video where I said that Damian Lillard was better than Steph Curry, his cards have started to go up a little bit. Even before that, they were starting to. It wasn't like my video suddenly, 10 people watched it and now, I've cornered the market and changed it completely. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a PSA 10 went for $136. I don't know if it was free shipping or not. And previously, like when I was buying them all, it was $100 or less. Like I said, I paid like $120 for one of them, but I was all in. So, but yeah, I saw an actual PSA 10 that someone else listed went for $136, which tells me that the market is they're going. If you look at his graphs, those cards are off the charts. I'm going to show you here in a sec. Let me bring you over here to my main screen and get you our first graph up on the table, because we got a few things to talk about. Here we go. So this is the search for Jusuf Nurkic and his raw Panini Prism. Now, if you look in the results here, I've left some of the variations in, but for whatever reason, again, they have not been, like you can see, I probably was somebody who bought some of these. You can see there's a yellow one that went for $4.50. Basically, no one was paying any attention to Nurkic. They forgot about Nurk, kind of like Dre. The dude has been gone with a broken ass leg, but now he's back. The Portland Trailblazers have one of the most interesting storylines of the entire playoffs, because they have a player back from injury that's one of their main three dudes. They have Damian Lillard emerging through all of the the underrating and the just underappreciation, whatever you want to call it. He's finally starting to get a little bit, it seems like anyway. So you have an emerging already star that's finally perhaps leaning towards getting credit. And then you have Nurkic, who's just going to come back and beast mode through the playoffs. And if they make the playoffs, if they don't make the playoffs, okay, you get a little bit of basketball. His card price probably shoots up a bit. You flip it at the playoffs if you don't want to long it, and then you just wash your hands of it. Anyway, I just wanted to bring this up for you guys because I think his cards are still cheap. I think they're just, like right here, it says here $11, $9 average sale over this period of time. 9 of them have been sold, so again, it's not crazy. The highest sale, $17.50. But, the important metric here is that, it's up 273%. It's trending upward. The trend line is going up as we get closer to the playoffs, and people are remembering that Nurkic is actually a good player and he's young. So it's not just like you're investing in some dude who's going to retire in 2 years and his card, the value or the explosiveness of his cards, they're just capped. Because it's always better to invest in younger players who can still add to their story. And I think if Nurkic can stay healthy and Damian Lillard can stay hungry, the Trailblazers have a bright future in the next few years. And, provided that we get sports and the coronavirus doesn't kill everyone, we'll still probably be talking about Nurkic a little bit. So Yusuf Nurkic, there's my first selection for you guys, which is going to bring us over to the second guy. Now, the second guy, you guys know him. Everybody, he's not a secret. It's very well known. So it's not like we're trying, to get somebody sneaky. And with this pick, we're trying to pick up what people have not paid attention to that will eventually, and it has started to increase in value. And I think this dude's about to blow up too as people realize it. But you ought to realize it. You should have realized it at the time that you saw his Donruss rated rookie card. He has the physique of LeBron James. The dude he's a beast. He's intelligent. He's down to earth. He's a monster. His name is Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, guys. In the last 90 days, there's been $292,000 poured into the Lamar Jackson market with a change of 138.7%. We are 138. Sorry. So obviously the Prism is going to be the most expensive card to start with. That's the one that moves the most. The average sale here, we're looking at $837 for the base and a PSA 10. Optic being the next most popular option, and we are sorted by dollar sales, so we will see the cards that people are buying or putting the most money into. So that has seen almost a 300% increase, which is crazy over the last 90 days. I mean, $278 average for Optic PSA 10. I think those are like over 3 now for sure. I mean, most of them you can't. We'll go take a look just to kind of see where that market's at. But man, so like I was saying, this isn't really a dude you're just going to roll up and buy all those cheap PSA 10s. This is a dude where you got to be ready to try to buy maybe some PSA 9s. But I really do think that this is a guy who could be one of the next GOATs. His physique is just alarming, and the cool thing about him is that he was a running back, and a very skilled one at that. So he doesn't play quarterback like a traditional quarterback. He plays it like a hybrid quarterback running back, which makes him way more dangerous. And with that LeBron James physique, holy hell, man. I mean, it's a recipe for destruction. I'm not surprised he chewed through, and they did as well last year. I mean, he's basically just torched the NFL since he's been in here. So I cannot wait to see what he can do this season. And I'm already a fan of Baltimore, and I like a nice Edgar Allan Poe, a little bit of the darkness and everything. So yes, the Prism, the Donruss. That's what I was going to say. The Donruss football, obviously the PSA 10, 159 average. Generally, these days, they are about 175 or so, something like that. but the Donruss is only around $30 in the base, and if you model his cards after somebody like Patrick Mahomes, so they're very similar. They're both really hot, really popular, been killing it. So they have like similar card modeling and trajectories. Although I would put Mahomes on, of course, obviously, if you had to choose. But so Lamar Jackson's cards, kind of doing the same thing. So if you look and you look at the variables, whatever, that $30, Donruss, I'm sure Mahomes was $30 at one point too. It was like $120 just for that. So as these cards go, especially if he has a good season or even a good game to start, like if he's in the game and he throws the football, his cards are going to blow up. But we've already started to see a little bit of there was some downswing on the money putting into the Lamar Jackson market. There was I don't know, I'll just show you guys in just one second because I'm rambling here. But it was the Donruss that I thought that you could buy for $30. That's a good pickup. And then the other one of him that I'm looking at is the Select. Select is, as you know, it's akin to Prism. Very good looking set. You can get his Select rookies for about $60. His Optic is $100 plus, right around there. The Donruss is $30. The Prism, I got one for $100 just a couple days ago, but the others on there were like $150, and now they're gone, and they're ending at auction for $200. So his Prism is like a $200 raw card now, which is crazy. So his prices are just going. So I think that since the Prism is now like $200, the Donruss and the others are going to move too. So I would say pick up the Donruss paper at $30. That's got to be, relatively cheap with good amount of growth available there. And pick up the Select, and also the Select cards that have patches. Those also look very good. So yeah, I go for the Select, and yeah, I think it's number 70 as well, the Select base card. And was that going to do it for Lamar Jackson? Anybody else to talk about over here? No, we're going to take a look at the cards here. So let's go to eBay itself, and it says buy it now. Optic Lamar Jackson copper for $800. What? No, that's PSA 10, $25.99. So I think the average sold price over here was like $1,600 or something crazy like that. It was PSA 10, average $837. No, that cannot be right. Okay, that was the last 90 days, though. How about the last 60 days? I'm sure that number will go up. So now it's 925 in the last. And then how about the last 30? It went up to 12. And in the last 14 days, in the last 14 days, did one sell? Okay, so in the last 14 days, it went up to 1,500. And in the last 7 days, as you can see on eBay now, they want 2,400. But yes, then it went up to 16. So it was at 1,600. Now you can't, maybe see what an auction says. But yeah, so I think this is going to just continue to follow this pattern. I think Select is on the board. I think the base Donruss paper is on the board. There's best offers on 2,400. So maybe they got 18. I don't know. We could go to flippertools.com and then put the URL in. It'll tell you what a best offer was. So that's cool. I don't know if you guys do that or not. But if you didn't know this little trick, you can go to flippertools.com. And then let's say they took a best offer here for $2,500. So let's grab that URL, bring it over to flippertools.com. What was the best offer? Paste it in. And off $2,499, they took $2,050. So people are paying $2,000 for that right now, which means that the 9 is probably like honestly, the ratio is going to be pretty high here because of this card's demand. So I would assume that the 9 is going to be somewhere around 900 or so. Let's just, no, because they're going to take 9 out of there. Okay, but anyway, either way, you guys kind of get the point. So this is crazy. That one's a crazy one. And then the Optic, same sort of thing. And these are they were 100. Okay, so we're looking at PSA 10s. Now 500. I thought you could get the Optic PSA 10. Hold up. Let me basicify this real fast. Because I'm not sure that this is necessarily accurate. Lamar Jackson, there's an optic, and we're going to put in PSA 10. And that's it. You can't. They were like $325 yesterday or something. Did somebody just buy all of them? Yeah, 400, 400, 400. Yeah, like I was going to say, like a couple of days ago, they were literally $350. I mean, so as you guys can see, we're in a bit of a whirlwind hurricane scenario, monsoon season when we're talking about Lamar Jackson. So I feel like I'm going to put this video out, and I hope you guys just get in there and get whatever you can. But I mean, take a look at this. Lamar Jackson 2018 minus 2019, because for some reason people like to slip that shit in there. I don't know why, so I just minus it. Just get the 2019 out of my face. Lamar Jackson select. And there's going to be like a college one that I don't really like. This one right here, the select selections. I'm not a big fan of that one. But this one right here, I think this one has a scratch on it, and I was going to buy this one for $50 yesterday, but they said it had a scratch. Oh, it's got a printing line. You can see right there that printing line. So even though I can accept some blemishes on a card, like the card can be super profitable to flip in the future. You know, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, you know, if I can avoid something like this, then I'll definitely avoid it. But I think that this card obviously has a shit ton of room. Good looking, super clean, select. Obviously hasn't seen a lot of attention. All the attention is on Prism and Optic, but I do believe that people are going to kind of retrace and they're going to go, wait a minute, Select is actually really badass, and Prism and Select were hand in hand because Select was the high-end Prism. So how can now Prism beat the living hell out of Select and said, some Karate Kid activities, now Select is underneath. But I do believe Select can have some resurgence. They're very nice cards. Either way, in 3 years, don't you want to look back and say, hey, I picked up those Select rookies because they were the cheap ones? If the Optic is expensive as hell and the Donruss is going up too, Donruss paper, Select, those are your options, man. Like that's what you got. There's one, $50, that's a scratched one. And I mean, honestly, if you guys haven't gotten them by now, I'm probably coming for probably all of these in the next couple of days. So you better get in there. But yeah, $60. And check this. Look at this. This is a beautiful card right here. In fact, we might even just grab this right now. I didn't know it was out of 99. Look at that. Lamar Jackson. Very, very good looking card. Out of 99 with a purple refractor. That's a very nice guy right there. And of course, you know, $57, whatever. I mean, it's if you want some Lamar Jackson rookie cards, that and the Donruss are basically the best chances that you are going to get. And I still think that you can make a ton of profit. And the other thing that you should do is what we're going to talk about next, because my next investment tip, my next investment pick is 2018 football sealed product. So we'll finish up with Lamar here, and then we'll move on down to that and see what we got. But yes, so let's see the Donruss. Where does he start? Where does he start? Just base Donruss. Come on. It's not at $30 anymore. Okay, that's the cheapest one right here. And it's card number 317. 317. Okay, so there's one for $34 shipped, and then this one is $38. So these have definitely kind of gone down some. It's or not down, but they're, you know, they're going up, and they were like $30, $28 a few days ago, and I only ended up picking up a couple of these. I ripped one out of a pack, which I'm sending in. It's like mint. It's stone mint. That one just has to be a 10, or I'm flipping out. I'll pick PSA up and throw it off the coast of whatever. But yes, so there you go, guys, for this. Let's move on and take a look at the sealed product that I was talking about. So for 2018, the rookies are amazing. Like you got like Barkley, and you've got well, obviously you have Lamar Jackson. I'm not like super versed in football, but I know that the rookie class for 2018 football is insane. I know that I've heard a bunch of the guys' names: Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley. There's just so many. It's like a stacked rookie class. That's already going to make wax really expensive, and it's obviously here we're seeing a semi-flat but trending up line. This is Panini Prism Football Mega Box. I just picked a few of the things out that I thought looked to be pretty good deals for this stuff, and that's what I have here for you guys to search through, because I think that with the good rookie class, not to mention you have the added benefit for 2018 of what? Can you think of anything? Yeah, so in 2017, that product is insanely expensive because it has Patrick Mahomes rookie cards. So now, 2019, not only do you have an amazing rookie class, but you also have second-year Patrick Mahomes cards. And you know that those are worth a ton as well. So not only do you have an amazing rookie class, you have second-year Patrick Mahomes, and I believe that the product for 2018 football is just to the moon, Alice, to the moon. This doesn't look too crazy here. We just got a couple of humps in the camel, but it is sort of trending up. The next is the Optic. So this is the Optic Football Mega Box, etc. I'm not sure if there's anything special here. I think you get like a bronze autograph maybe or some weird shit like that. Either way, you can see the trend line on this is also going up. And right now they're like $120 and they're running out. Like I would have the addiction in the past of buying these, and I've never been able to keep sealed wax. Like, here's a little secret. Sealed wax is one of the best investments that you can make because it has all of the potential and it has all of the mystery. Like, yes, some of those rookies are in there, but you don't know. You want that opportunity, you got to pay. Because when you open it, hopefully you can grade it. It's a 10 if you get it. But the whole point is that sealed product appreciates in value and it can get astronomical returns. So I would suggest that you make peace with yourself. And if you want, maybe even put a closet aside or just hand it to your wife and say, honey, I just need this box neatly taken care of and let me forget about it. You don't even want to know that it's there, because if you do, you will be tempted to open it. It is amazing and it is fun and it is addictive and it is a big leak in my sports card investing game. Take this for instance. I have a booth or a showcase over at Legacy Sports Cards in Las Vegas, and I rent one of their showcases because they have like 5 or 6 of them, and it's awesome. It's fun. It's great. I love going in there, stocking the shelves, got some fresh cards, lets me flip not only on eBay, but I get to have a little inventory flipped out there. Pretty good stuff. And they always have all kinds of crazy shit going on. And I don't even know what my point was. Did I have a point? What was I saying? I'm lost. Is this America? All right, I'm just going to move on because I don't know what my point was. You guys can remind me and I'll refresh the situation. But the point for me is that this 2018 sealed wax, you got to buy. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Exactly, I remember now. So what I would do is I'd go in there and I'll pick up my cut, of selling my cards, and then I'll just buy a box or two on the way out the door. So it's a big leak for me because I like buy a box and then bust it, and yeah, you get good stuff, whatever, but it's not plus EV. Opening boxes is minus EV. Buying the cards, that's plus EV. That's a guarantee. I don't know why people are like, I gotta get it, man. I'm gonna buy this $200 box and I'm gonna bust it, and when you don't get it, then what? You invested $200, you probably could have bought the card. Let's say it's a $300 card. Okay, well, just wait and just buy it for $300 instead, and then you have it. You have it. But let's face it, the product, it's always going to be open. Someone's always going to be able to afford it. You want to be the guy that has it when everybody wants it. So how are you that guy? Take the dip, make the investment, stash it in a closet, let it ride. So you got Optic. This is for the Panini Prism Hobby box. This has gone up $534 or 128%. And the trend line on this, shoo. So this stuff is disappearing off of shelves. It's disappearing off of eBay as more people want Lamar Jackson. As Lamar Jackson explodes the product, people are just going to keep buying it to open his rookie cards, and especially Prism. I mean, if you got something where Lamar Jackson rookie, you see each week it's going from 16, 2K, it's going up like $400 a week. What is that going to do to the price of the sealed product? You can get a Prism Mega Box right now for $200 and it's flat. Why? I don't know. Is there something about the mega box that isn't as good? All of these others are like this, and the mega box is like this. Is it an opportunity? Have they just not figured it out? Or is it horrible? Is the mega box not the guy we want? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know. I mean, it should be fine, right? Let's take a look. Mega box, 2018 football mega box Prism. What comes in the mega box? What's the bust on it? Where's blowout cards or whatever, card connection? Yes, there we go. Okay. So okay, right? Yes. Oh man, I love stained glass cards, guys. I don't know if I mean, it's just one of the, I geek out on them. Stained glass cards are so awesome. Man, what are we doing here? So each box gets 3 autographs. Wait, what? No, I'm talking about a mega box, man, not a hobby box. 3 autographs in a mega box. Dude, did I put hobby box or did I put mega box? Am I an idiot? Huh? No, I put mega box. Okay, well, maybe Dave and Adam's Card World will have the information. Product highlights. Okay, good. What's the highlight here? 1 mega box exclusive. So there's an exclusive. That's good. A neon green Pulsar rookie autograph prism per box. So you get 1 of those. And look at the top rookies in the class. Saquon Barkley, Baker Mayfield. I forgot about him. Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, and Lamar Jackson. I mean, Lamar Jackson's going to be on top of that, guys. It's not Baker Mayfield that you want. I'm sure he's great. I don't know anything about football. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with bakeries. I eat pastries. So Baker Mayfield's good with me. I don't mind the month of May. I play baseball on occasion when I was a kid. Baker Mayfield, you're cool with me, man, and all the names and things. But Lamar Jackson, that's the LeBron James of football. And that dude, remember when we were talking about, like, if LeBron James played football, he would be one of the best of all time. He does, and his name is Lamar Jackson. So pick him up. But yeah, so these mega boxes, and you can see that they have them right now for $250, which I think is overpriced. Let's go to eBay right now. You're overpriced, Dave and Adams. And let's see what's up. 2018 Prism Football Mega Box. Sorry about the typing, guys. I'm sure it's all blasting in your ears. That's a very unprofessional. And in the future, perhaps I can edit that out, but I haven't even gotten Adobe Premiere Pro to edit these videos. So, yeah. I'm sorry about that part. Is that it? That's all we got? This is insane. They've disappeared overnight, dude. They've literally disappeared overnight. This is the last one. Oh my God. Wow. Well, let's go to the eBay sold listings and see, because I might be typing something wrong. That's just a blaster box. That's not the mega box with the guaranteed autograph. All listings ended recently. Yep, that one went, boom, 200 gone, 200 gone, 180, 175, 188, 188. Those were on the 15th. Yeah, they're just disappearing, you know. There was only a few of them up there. I bought one of them. Man, are there any auctions for this stuff? So you got one there. And then one here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, this is the most important one because this is going to have all the most expensive cards, and $200 for a mega box is expensive. So maybe you guys, you can't, you know, unless you got a good amount of money, you can't just run around grabbing 10 of these or something. I'm definitely going to keep every single one I can get, though. Like, I'm going to cycle out some of my 86 Fleer. Me and my wife and I, we have a flipping business essentially where we go to garage sales, estate sales. We mostly do vinyl records. We do a lot of vinyl records, but we do every sort of toy, collectible markets, whatever. And we have a store called VegasFind777.com eBay store. So if you guys want to check that out, you know, run up in there. I've got a bunch of cards in there, usually a bunch of records. If there's something you're looking for, you can let me know. I got all kinds of other stuff, whatever. That's my pitch for that for right now. But Yeah, so I've got a bunch of fresh PSA stuff in the store that I'm just kind of reflipping. I got this thing I like to kind of get rid of stuff. I mean, obviously, like any investment card or player could randomly change at any time for any reason. That's the kind of world we live in. But I like to take investment players and cards that I feel are relatively capped, meaning they're kind of like at their pinnacle, and it would take something awkward or strange or something unpredictable to make that card go crazy one way or the other. So like, let's say Isaiah Thomas, PSA 8, 1986, something like that, Fleer. I mean, what's going to make that card drop to 0 or triple? Probably not much. It's probably just going to be like steady, slowly go up with the market, ride the wave of 86 Fleer cards through the market. So yeah, I'm kind of liquidating stuff that's at the top, and then I'm buying stuff that is very uncapped. Like these mega boxes. I mean, what's another good, like 2012 basketball, right? Because it would have, or 2013 because it has Giannis. But let's do a football with somebody amazing. I don't know, let's just do the basketball comparison. So, I mean, the basketball is going to be way more expensive, right? But we're going to go 2013 Prism. Did they have a mega box? I don't even think they had a mega box. They probably didn't even have a mega. When did they start making mega boxes? Okay, no matches on 14. Do we make them in 15? Oh, Luka, right. Okay, so yeah, 2018-19 Prism Mega Box Luka. That's a really good comparison too, because Luka, he probably has less accolades than Lamar Jackson does right now, but they're probably really similar in their position, where they're like both positioned to be one of the greats, and they're really hyped up and they're pretty hot. And I don't know if Luka has any clean spots to pick up rookies in his repertoire, though. I'm sure his Select and Don Russ paper-rated rookie. I mean, I haven't even monkeyed around with Luka because I know that when I was getting back into this stuff heavily, he'd already kind of exploded, and all those nooks and crannies have been kind of dug out. Same thing with what's his name? Patrick Mahomes. I went trying to dig for rookies of his that were, decent or overlooked, and there's basically nothing at this point. So I think that's the same thing is going to happen with Lamar Jackson. Those select cards we were talking about, those, paper-rated rookies, whatever, all those that are on the lower end, everybody that can't get the other stuff because it's going crazy, they're going to flock to that stuff or turn to it eventually, which is why select will definitely see some sort of a resurgence, and whoosh, from there. So if you want this mega box, $500. I mean, I could easily see those Prism mega boxes go to $400 with the Lamar Jacksons and everything else. I mean, that's doubling your money. I mean, maybe even more. And the thing is that I wouldn't say that it's inevitable, but it's probably pretty close to inevitable. And who knows? I mean, this is a spot where like there isn't anybody in here that's like exploded to the point where Luka and Trey obviously very popular, but they haven't exploded to the point where they're like winning championships or getting deep in playoffs or this type of a deal. So maybe Lamar Jackson gets there before them. I mean, maybe it's not the best example, but you guys kind of get the point. See, I got some notifications over here. Ooh, I got some messages. All right. I'll check that stuff out later when I'm not making the video. The last thing I was looking at was the Prism Blaster Box. So the Blaster Box has actually started to take off. I mean, the Blaster Box in April, $54 to now $99. So it's, literally doubled. But either way, this probably still has some room for growth as well, although I do see the blasters, a lot of them in the 120 range with, good player rookies in them. Oh, excuse me, guys. I gotta tell you guys, getting real quick here, but I used to weigh 600 pounds, and I have diabetes type 2 and diabetic nerve damage, and I get a lot of just random discomfort and bubbly weird stuff because of that. I'm okay, everything's good. I've lost hundreds of pounds. I don't weigh anything. I was never on that TV show, My 600-Pound Life or anything like that, but I did stay in my apartment for 8 years in Worcester, Massachusetts, and didn't leave. No, I didn't even go downstairs to get the mail. I was in a third-floor apartment. I supported myself playing online poker and eating trash food all the time. But then I was, basically to the point where I was about to die. So I educated myself, started losing weight, have been so much happier and healthier still. But I mean, obviously there's going to be some complications. So if you guys are watching my videos and you see me just, oh God, I'm sorry guys. It's just because of that stuff, and I can't change that. But I appreciate you guys watching the video anyway. And it's a pleasure to be able to share with you guys. I'm just so into this stuff. I love it. And if I can make money, and if I can help any of you make money as well, that's the goal, man. That's the jam. So high five, everybody. High five. Maybe like a group hug. What is there? 3 of us? Group hug. All right. Let me see if I had any other notes over here that I wanted to share with you all. Pick up all the 2018. Oh, yeah, the Donruss one is really cool, actually. The Donruss Optic, or no, not the Optic. Where is it? Here. Where is it? Let me find this. It is 2018 Donruss football. I'm just going to look for box, but it's one of the bigger boxes. It's like $80, and it comes with a pack of 2017 football cards. It's like Illusions, I think it is. So this is a box where it's 2018, but you also have a shot at a Patrick Mahomes rookie card and his second-year cards. So that one I haven't picked any of up yet, but I'm definitely coming for at least a handful of those as well. I think that is just fantastic. Can you imagine that in a few years? Lamar Jackson goes crazy. Obviously, Mahomes is crazy. And we got the ability to get them both out of the same box. I mean, I don't know how good the Illusions rookie is or whatever, or if the Illusions pack is just dumb, but the fact that you can pull a Mahomes rookie out of a 2018 box that has a fat stacked rookie class anyway, that Donruss box is probably a little less capped than the other ones. I don't know. And there's another one. I'll give you the last one. That one was, where is it? Have we come across it? What? Wait a minute. One blaster? No, with Illusions pack. I need the Illusions pack. Okay, there it is, right here. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to show you guys. Mega box, 7 retail packs, plus 1 2017 Illusions football pack. So Illusions football, that's where you're going to get your Mahomes rookie out of a Lamar Jackson rookie box. So this one is unique, They've got 28 sold, more than 10 available. Wowzer. And I'm definitely coming for a few of these, for sure. The other one is Absolute. Then we're probably just going to wrap this video up if I don't have anything else too pressing. Oh, yeah. Michael Jordan. I don't know if I talked about it yet, but Michael Jordan is back. That's crazy. We're actually going to potentially see an explosion in basketball card prices again, or at least some additional interest, because Netflix has The Last Dance. That's right, it's on there right now. I was watching it earlier. So everybody who didn't see it, boom. And you know what that means, right? Since it's on there and people can watch it whenever they want now, it's probably going to end up being the #1 watched show in America, or at least top 5. So if that's the case, then it's going to be trending. It's going to be everywhere. So it's not going to be like it was before. And it's not on ESPN, but it's awesome, and it should bring some attention and value. So it just, hey, if you didn't know in the first place, there you go. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. Go check it out. Just came out today. So hopefully we get a little bit of an extra boost from that. But here it is right here, guys. And these are, again, selling out as well. This guy's a little more expensive than the other ones, the ones that I bought. I actually got 4 of these stashed. 2018 Absolute Football. You get 1 autograph and 1 memorabilia card per box. 40 cards. So here's the rub. Here's the good. Here's the bad. Absolute Football it's like a pretty good product, but the base cards suck. So I would get into breaks, with Absolute, because I like picking up the rookie patch autos. They have a lot of really good looking, attractive cards in Absolute, but the base cards kind of blow. They're pretty ugly. And there's no good rookies in the base card list here for the base cards anyway. So you're not going to get, this box is definitely a crapshoot, but it does have all the Lamar Jackson action you're looking for. It has a bunch of Spectra blue autograph thingies or whatever. So there's that, and you already get an autograph and a memorabilia card per box on average, and a bunch of those good rookies still come out of here. And when you do hit one of those good rookies, it's going to be a better card because they're not in the base cards. So when you actually hit the dude you're looking for, it's probably going to be a pretty nice patch card. And maybe you get lucky, maybe you get an auto, whatever, colored patch. So this is the other one that I would be looking to pick up, because I think, again, in the future, having a guarantee autograph shot and a guarantee memorabilia shot at like Lamar Jackson or, Barkley, all those guys, Baker Mayfield, whatever, it's awesome. So yeah, another good pick. And the tool we're using, just like last time, sportscardinvestor.com, market movers. Great stuff. I do enjoy using this tool. The more I use it, the more I enjoy it, the more I find little things to do that are kind of cool or helpful, different ways to graph things, different ways to compare, different ways to find the nooks and the crannies where things are exploding or there's room. It's awesome. I think that's it, guys. We're done. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Hit the like, the follow, the subscribe. Let me know what your favorite investment pick is right now. And if you agree with me about the 2018 football stuff, let me know. Or if you think I'm just an idiot, you can let me know that too, because I'm sure there's some of that out there. But hey, thanks, guys. You have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you on the flip side.